Also, link in the description is a non-affiliated link. Of course, all of my stuff is. I don't make any money. I'm not doing this for their money. I'm doing this to share the love, share my impressions, and hopefully give you my thoughts on what these things sound like. I love finding hidden gems, and the Artti R1 is one of them. Cheers. What a great time to be alive, and a great time to actually be a hobbyist of chi-fi audio, or just audio in general. Tone Deaf Monk, and I just realized I say Tone Deaf Monk on every video. Obviously, either you subscribed or you're watching, and it has my name on the top. I sound like Jason Derulo and have to call out my name every freaking song like an idiot. The Monk! Anyway. Artti R1. See? Makes you sound like a pirate too. R1. So there was been some rumors that has been proven true that this is a sister brand of Shure. And that is absolutely 100% true. Volk Choi is the sister company slash OEM for Shure, and they've decided to come out with their own branding. They also make Aoshida. Those look surprisingly exactly the same. That's another IM coming up. This is not a DZ4 Shure remix. Not at all. This is completely different tuning and completely different driver configurations. Two 6mm, what are they? Titanium. They're the rubber edge, which is nice, and they're a tie coated driver. What got me excited and why I snatched these up is the 8mm beryllium plated dynamic driver. I'm a big Barry fan. I am so ever grateful beryllium is coming back. I think they are probably for me one of the nicest tonality wise sounding drivers. Spoiler alert, I also love this darn thing as well. Right now, AliExpress, $55 US on 11/11 sale. Again, another one if you were thinking about picking up and you wanted, well, let's talk about this 3 dynamic drivers. The other one that I've listened to that I can remember is the Pen-On Serial that I thought was okay. There was just a shit ton of hype about it, and I had it twice. And both times, I bought it the second time because there was so much hype about that driver and how great it sounded, and I just honestly couldn't get it. It didn't have the special sauce for me that made me want to keep it, or it just didn't. It was okay, but it just didn't wow me. It didn't have anything to be special. I think for $55, this is damn special, and it's really, really well tuned. So again, I don't really do great unboxings. Nice little packaging, blah blah blah. Blah. Comes with a case, which is fabulous. Comes with, thank you very much, with cables that you can get in 4.4 balanced, like I do. And it's a nice cable. Absolutely nothing wrong. Okay, I don't want to sound like a shill here, but stop putting these little frickin' things on because they stick to everything, right? They're destroying my felt desk pad here. I got to replace it because you stick them down once and they're... Anyway, comes with tips. Yay! Comes with a nice little cable. yay, our nice little case that actually holds whatever cable and the earbuds, and you can pocket it. So thought process went into it. I appreciate it, and I'm saying thank you for that, and thank you for giving us an option for balanced as well when you purchase. Let's talk about the Artti R1. R1. I'm going to do that from now on because I think this is going to be the pirate I am. Someone asked me if these things were vented, and the answer is very well so. Yeah, man, focus. Don't look at my ugly head. There we go. See? Yes, 3 nice big vents with looks like some kind of inside mesh on them as well. Very nice little nozzle with a recessed mesh in there as well. Top has this kind of, the whole thing is kind of like a sage green with a, I'd say that's flush 2-pin as well. Very nice shell shape. Very little small wing for the conch area here. Let me throw an ear tip on just so you get an idea of fitment. No cable. Really very comfortable for me. Medium large ears. Even if you had slightly smaller ears, my daughter, there's, not an issue there. So, and I like the way it fits in. I think it fits in very nicely, very comfortably. It just fits nice to the shape of your ear. The housing itself is kind of like an aluminum alloy. And they've got Artti R1 written on the side, left and right, which I appreciate. And I appreciate also having in the cables a indicator of left and right, because for something to do with me personally, you'd think with the thousands of IMs that I've listened to that I would still have no issues determining which is left and right, but apparently I need a red side to show me. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about its sound quality, shall we? Bass quality. It has a really nice decay. I really love this 8mm Barry driver, as I suspected I might, and I was not let down. Natural bass, speedy, and the Barry drivers, beryllium drivers are kind of known, beryllium coated drivers, are noted for their speed and their, because it's a very light and stiff material. It doesn't allow the cone to warp and flex. It creates a more natural sounding. It doesn't allow too much distortion. It's very clean. Is this IM bass head level? No, but later on when I talk about like Sting and Shaggy, it hits like more than you would think on an 8mm driver, that's for sure. How does it come across? Vocals come across very neutral again, very natural. I love the two. I'm not sure what the two are doing, the two other 6mm ties, whether they're working in combination to make the mids and highs, or is one tuned differently. I'm not really sure, to tell you the truth. But how do guitars and instrumental sound? Well, they sound very nice. The natural playback drums have a very nice weight to them. Highs have great sparkle and details. Not overdone, not fatiguing, not tiresome, not sibilant for me. And again, I'm a big wide bore IM tip fan, because I think it gives you the best stage. And we'll talk about that. The stage has a nice depth, is excellent width and height. It's actually surprisingly 3D, and that's one of the things that I find with dynamic drivers over balanced armature drivers, is I find the stage is better and more 3D, and in this case it definitely does that. I think when there is when I was listening to some songs and some track impressions, I thought when the music itself had low bass. There was one song that I did with that I really like. Um, I'm not sure what it was, but it was surprisingly low and drony. I really loved it. It was pretty good. Sting and Shaggy, like I said, when I wanted to listen to something bassy, I want to listen to male vocals. How do they sound? Are they too husky? Are they too bloated with mid bass? No, very nicely done. I'll throw up a graph here and also talk about still how it sounded. So I thought the bass actually with the R1 was quite nicely balanced with the vocals. So nothing was overpowering one another. So, do I call that a balanced IM? Yes, I certainly do. This track, Ghost, one mic, one take from Halsey. Listening to piano, listening to her tonality of her voice, piano sounded very, very nicely weighted and very accurate. Vocals were perfect. Nothing added or nothing colored. To me, that is a neutral IM as well. So, give life back to music. Daft Punk. Bass is brilliant, fast, and punchy. Love it. Wake Me Up When September Ends, Green Day. I think this is a great IM for rock. For me, I rocked out on it. Absolutely. Very nice. Another Brick in the Wall, but not by Pink Floyd so much as it won by the Royal Harmonic Orchestra. So I'm listening for macro details, micro details, strings, tonality, and the R1 plays it, way the hell better than a sub $100 IM should. I've listened to Kilobuck IMs that didn't have this good of proper tone, and I don't know how the hell they do it and I think it's a combination of the three dynamic drivers. I think it's a lot easier to tune the naturalness with dynamic drivers than it would be with balanced armatures or some other hybrid technology, right? And again, one of those things that I love the balance on the R1 and the natural timbre. It sounded like it should, that I think it should. The highs are nicely done and the kicks sound great. I really love this little 8mm driver. One of the things that I was worried about are those two 6mm titanium coated. Are they going to be too much? But the tuning is really well done. That's the thing. And it sounds really great. So overall, man, well, especially at $55. Again, even if this thing was, it doesn't matter. If it was $100, I'd still tell you that it's a wonderful IM for this much money. I think if you're looking for in the market for a dynamic driver set that goes beyond the single dynamic and adds something a little bit special in the sauce, take a look at the Artti R1. There's nothing I'm gonna, except for the cable tie. That is the only negative I can see on this set. Absolutely 100%. Everything else is just extremely well done. So, good job, sure. Personally, if it was me and I tuned something else out there, I would throw my name on this thing over an EJ09. This Stone Deaf Monk. I'm out for now. I got lots coming your way. Cheers.